this clock's got to go. I'm going to replace this with the ormolu.
The ormolu doesn't work.
Well, neither does this one, unless it's propped up under one leg.
You got that for 25 years at International.
Yes, well, I don't need reminding of it. You don't stay 25 years with the same firm if you're a rising executive.
You did?
Yes, well, I don't want to advertise the fact. No, I'm getting rid of it. And this music box from the Tyrol. And that horrible little gong. And that tatty lamp.
The lamp? But when you switch it on, the windows in the little house light up.
Well, I like it. Well, I don't. It's rubbish. Oh, Fiona, I want you to make some changes in the dining room.
Yes, Mr. Willett.
From now on, we'll be using the best cutlery and the china. And we won't be using those glasses I got from the garage. The ones that look like potted meat jars. We're going into cut glass.
Have you any idea of the price of cut glass, Mr. Willett?
I am well aware of the price of cut glass, Fiona. But I'm not leading a second-rate existence any longer. And you can get rid of these things. I've got the decorators coming in on Monday, and they don't go with the way I see the room.
And how do you see the room?
Well, it has to reflect my personality. I see it in French beige, moulded ceilings, matching sofas, moss green carpet, velvet drapes and wall lights. No more grot. Everything has to be simple.
Simple. And you think that will reflect your personality, Mr. Willett?
Simple good taste, Fiona. One's life should be an art form. Oh, and I want you to bring back that ormolu clock.
It doesn't work.
I know it doesn't work, but it looks better.
What are you going to do, stand by to move the hands?
Never mind. Just get rid of this stuff, particularly this tatty lamp. I'll never know why I had that in the first place.
I do. Matthew bought it for your birthday.
Perhaps you'd like the lamp in here, Matthew.
I bought it for you.
Oh, well, perhaps we could put it in the downstairs loo.
The downstairs loo? It's a conversation piece.
Yes, I can see that. Listen, I've got nothing against the lamp, Matthew. I like the way the little windows light up.
Then why are you throwing it out?
Because it doesn't go with the new decor.
You seem to be making a lot of alterations.
Yes.
It's a woman, isn't it?
What?
Someone's coming who you obviously want to impress. It must be a woman.
It's not a woman. It's my brother.
Your brother?
Edward, your godfather.
I've never met him.
You did at the christening. He marked his suit.
And he's my godfather? Well, he didn't take his vows very seriously, did he? Where was he when I was confirmed? Didn't even send me a prayer book.
No, to tell the truth, he's never shown much interest in you. He's always been too busy being a success.
Is he a success?
Oh, yes. He's personal advisor to Lord Fell.
Who's Lord Fell?
Fell Holdings, multinational. More income than Saudi Arabia.
And Uncle Edward's his personal advisor?
Yeah, he advises him on takeovers.
Is he rich?
Oh, yeah.
Is he married?
No, he's always too busy to get married. He's had a succession of...
What?
Never mind.
Mistresses?
I said never mind.
No family. And I'm his godson.
Don't get too optimistic, Matthew. Not after what you did to his suit. Well, what do you think?
There's a lot of white.
Is that all you can say?
There's gonna be trouble over marks.
Well, don't make any. And don't lean back on that cushion. I've just plumped it.
And all this is for Uncle Edward, isn't it? He hasn't arrived yet and I don't like him.
You will. He can charm the birds off the trees. Before he's been here 5 minutes, you'll be offering to carry his case upstairs.
Not me. I'm not impressed by capitalists and their bourgeois values. As far as I'm concerned, all men are equal.
All right, you can spare me the part of political broadcast. Go and look out for his Rolls Royce.
What? You mean he's got a roller? Crikey, what the neighbours gonna say?
Well, what do you think, Fiona?
There's a lot of white. It'll be difficult to keep clean.
On the contrary, it'll be very easy to keep clean. Be able to see the dirt before it settles.
Dirt has never settled in this house, Mr. Willows.
No, of course not. Now, listen, I want your advice, Fiona. Now, should we leave the curtains open so we see the sweep of the lawn and next door's rabbit hutch? Or should we draw them and enjoy their rich, velvety texture?
It's daytime, Mr. Willows. It'll darken the room.
Yes, but then he'll see the effect of the wall lights.
He'll think we're in mourning.
Yes, perhaps you're right.
I see the clock stopped again.
Oh, no.
Should I bring the other one back?
No. He won't be in the room for long. I'll put it on 5 minutes.
Mr. Willows, I've never met your brother, but I must say I don't like the effect he's having on this house.
You like him, Fiona? He's very good looking.
Handsome is as handsome does. Oh.
Edward?
Henry, you've done the room.
What? Oh, yeah.
What a pity. Well, I wish I'd known. I have this man, enormously talented, did a wonderful job on the townhouse, worked entirely in Vermilion.
That's all right. My man's incredibly gifted. Does a lot of work for the council. Did it like this to reflect my personality.
Yes. White's out, I'm afraid.
What?
Sir, this is Matthew. He's grown.
Of course he's grown. You haven't seen him since the christening.
I mean, he's matured into a fine-looking young man. Do you like the Stones, Matthew?
Yeah?
So do I. Very nice lads, much maligned.
Do you know him?
Well, we've met a few times. I'll try and get you some tickets, huh?
This is Fiona.
Delightful. I'm very pleased to meet you, Fiona. He's been on his own for far too long. I'm glad you're helping him to pick up the pieces. She's exquisite, Henry.
She's the cleaning lady.
No, you're putting me on, Henry. No cleaning lady ever looked like this.
No, he's right. I'm the housekeeper. I'll make some tea.
Well, perhaps you'd like to freshen up. Matthew, would you show Uncle Edward to the guest bedroom?
Where's that?
The spare room.
Oh, right. Let me carry your case, Uncle Edward.
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
Just decanted the port, Edward. Why don't you sit there? Matthew, the napkins?
Hey?
In the drawer.
Oh, didn't know we had any of these.
The boy doesn't dine with me very often.
Henry, I'm a bit worried about the car. I'd bring it off the road, but your drive's rather narrow and I might run over the borders. You think it'll be safe?
I shouldn't think so. I mean, it could attract the attention of the envious around here. That's why I've never had one.
Really?
Yes. Yes, then, of course, Matthew's only just learnt to drive. I want to eliminate his rough spots before we get the XJ6.
The what?
XJ6?
Yes, maroon with pale grey upholstery.
Will this attract the attention of the envious?
Well, it would if I stayed, but as you know, this place has just been somewhere to rest my head. I'm away a great deal on business, and of course, when Matthew goes to college, we're hoping for Oxford.
What?
Then there's no point in staying. I should probably sell. Get a little pied-à-terre in the city, possibly a cottage for holidays.
Cottage in the country?
No, Crete or Tuscany. I believe you can still get something pretty reasonable. Just somewhere to hang the old sandals and swimming trunks.
I didn't know anything about this. You only just decorated.
Will you attend to your duties, Mrs. Fennell?
But won't all this require a great deal of money, Henry?
Yes, but fortunately the promotion will help.
Promotion?
There's been a great deal of changes at International. Sir John's been taking more and more of a back seat.
Sir John? Isn't he the chairman?
Yes. Depends on me more and more these days. Will you stop staring, Matthew?
Well, your career certainly seems to have taken off, Henry.
Yes. It's hard work, but I enjoy it. Sir John says, shed your workload, Henry. But the next minute he expects me to have all the facts at my fingertips. You see, the trouble is, I can't delegate, Edward. Some nights that phone never stops ringing.
It hasn't rung tonight.
No, it hasn't rung tonight because I tell my secretary I am not available.
Do you do much work at home?
Oh, yeah.
Only I noticed you don't have a desk.
But usually I go back to the office. In fact, I think I'll go back after dinner.
Oh, I'll come with you.
What?
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see your office. Unless there's a problem.
No problem.
Good.
There are 3 boys playing on your car, Mr. Willows.
What?
What are you doing, Dad? Houses, cars, you can't afford this.
Why not? Brochures don't cost anything. Excuse me. Well, this is it, Edward. This is the nerve centre. This is where all the big decisions are made. Now, let me see. Water jugs, glasses, pads, pencils. Good.
Looks as if there's going to be a meeting.
Is it?
Didn't you know?
Well, we have so many meetings, Edward. Hello. This pencil hasn't been sharpened. I'll have words about that.
What is your job exactly, Henry?
Well, it's difficult to define. I suppose troubleshooter describes it best. Answerable, of course, only to the chairman.
Well, as you know, I'm personal assistant to Lord Fell.
Only personal assistant? Sir John's offered me a seat on the board.
What?
But I wouldn't take it. Not without a financial stake and voting rights.
Could you afford a financial stake?
Well, my broker could answer that better than I, but I think I could manage a comfortable holding.
Oh, is this the chairman?
Where?
The picture on the wall.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's Sir John. Yes. Looking frail, isn't he? Yes, won't be long before he's handing over the gavel.
To you?
Who knows?
G&T, Henry?
Well, we shouldn't really.
What?
Well, just the small one.
No. To success, Henry.
To success.
Now, where's your office?
It's through there.
Oh, I must see it.
Edward! Good evening, Sir John. Oh, who are you? Willows, sir. Willows. Gin and tonic, sir? Oh, catering. Oh, thank you.
Remember, it's an important night tonight, Willows. We've all got a part to play. No matter how menial our position, we're all important in international. Even if we're pushing a broom, we're still a vital cog.
Thank you, sir.
So no more drinking.
I was just testing the tonic, sir. There's been a complaint. It's not fizzy enough.
You've obviously been well briefed about this evening. Remember, this meeting is taking place in total secrecy. Yes. Anything you may overhear around this table, absolute discretion.
Oh, yes, of course, Sir John. Would you excuse me, sir? I'll just check the other rooms. Don't lean back in that chair. You'll break it.
You certainly didn't exaggerate, Henry. It's a very nice office.
Yes, yeah. No, I think we'd better go, Edward.
What's the matter, Henry? Anybody think you didn't belong here?
Of course I belong here.
Aren't you going to answer it?
Yes. Hello, yes? No, he's not here. A friend. I think we'd better go, Edward.
Let me finish my drink first.
Well, where is it?
It's in the boardroom.
What?
Henry? What are you doing here?
Hello, RJ. I was
Do
just...
you often do this sort of thing?
What?
Use my desk when I'm out. Move my things about. Sit in my chair. You're like bloody Goldilocks.
I was just showing someone...
And you've been smoking my cigars. Well, I don't know who sent for you, but I suppose you know there's a flap on.
Well...
Yes, of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. Always had your eye on my chair, haven't you, Henry?
No, RJ.
Well, now that you are here, get me the financial returns for the past 5 years and the records of stock, plant, and machinery. The crap is about to hit the fan. And when that happens, everybody gets splattered. Just remember that, Henry.
What's happening?
Don't come the innocent with me, Henry. It's takeover time. Well, they won't get rid of me that easily. I've got a 3-year contract. I laugh in their faces. Ha ha ha! I am not leaving this office until hell freezes over. So get your ass out of my chair. There is no room in my department for glory hunters, Henry. And when we get in there, stay stum. Let me do the talking. These are delicate negotiations. This is the big one.
Who's taking us over, RJ?
Fell Holdings.
Oh, no.
Excuse me, I don't get in here as often as I used to, but have we met?
No, Sir John. I was just being shown round. My name's Willers.
Oh, name sounds familiar. Do you work here?
No, I'm with Fell Holdings. Personal assistant to Lord Fell.
Lord Fell? My dear fellow, you should have said. Let me freshen your drink for you. Gin?
Thank you.
I had someone doing this just now. I don't know where he's gone. A drink, RJ?
Dry sherry, Sir John.
Come.
I'll get it, RJ.
Right. Gentlemen, shall we be seated? Would you like to come and join us? Now, gentlemen, I don't need to emphasize that we meet in total secrecy. Anything discussed around this table will be strictly confidential. No word can... No word regarding these delicate negotiations should be spoken outside this room. Yes, RJ?
In view of the delicacy of the situation, Sir John, should Willows be present, sir?
Well, of course, his advice will be invaluable.
Oh.
Now, we've had an offer for the company. I won't tell you the name of the prospective purchaser for obvious reasons, but it's a good offer. 1 share of theirs for 2 of ours. And I've had their chairman's solemn undertaking, no redundancies. Anyway, I propose that we accept their offer in principle. But before we go any further, perhaps Willows would say a few words.
Willows? What does he know about it?
A great deal more than you do, Cockcroft.
Oh. Henry?
Well, of course, we're a viable firm. We make a quality product. And RJ will show that our profits are even higher than last year. But they don't want our production. They want our outlets. And without any written agreement, this factory will be closed within 6 months. Well, I move that we break off negotiations. If they want a takeover, let's offer 1 of our shares for 2 of theirs.
Yeah.
What do you mean, here? What does he know about it? He's in catering.
No, he's not, Sir John. He's third assistant in accounts.
What? Leave the room at once, sir. Get him out of here.
All right. All right. I'm going. But I still wouldn't sell.
Excuse me.
Now, gentlemen, about the offer.
Henry.
I suppose you've come to jeer.
No, you didn't fool me for a minute, Henry. I'm your brother, remember? Actually, I was quite proud of you in there. Who's taking you over?
You are.
What?
Willows?
Oh, Lord Fell.
What are you doing here? I told you I wouldn't need you till tomorrow morning. Bring the car round to the front of the hotel at 7 o'clock. I have a plane to catch.
Yes, sir.
And, take the rest of the night off. Oh, and Willows,
Yes, sir?
don't show up again without your uniform.
Oh,
You're leaving early, Edward.
yes. Say goodbye to Matthew for me.
He'll be disappointed.
Oh, I've left him a note. There's a £5 in it.
He'll still be disappointed. He was expecting 10.
On my money.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was forgetting you're only...
You're not going to tell him, are you?
Any reason why I shouldn't?
Yes, he looks up to me. You can't do it.
Why not? Doesn't look up to me, but I can still live with it.
But you're not a success.
Well, neither are you.
Well, he doesn't know that. Why disillusion him? Why not fire his ambition? Show him what can be achieved by hard work and effort.
What, and become a chauffeur?
You know how these things matter to kids. They need someone to look up to. They're impressed by success, wealth, power. He's proud of me. What's he going to say when he finds out the truth?
Well, he won't be very pleased. He was hoping to get adopted.
I made it once. I was riding high. It was the property slump. I'll make it again.
And in the meantime, we take advantage of his credulity, his naive, simple nature.
You're going, Uncle Edward?
Oh, yes, Matthew.
Well, when are you going to say goodbye?
Right. I left you a note.
Yes, Uncle Edward's got a plane to catch, Matthew. He's got a big deal cooking in Rome.
Right.
I'll see you again, though.
Oh, of course.
What about holidays? We can see each other in the holidays.
Yes, that's right, Matthew. See you in the holidays. Well, goodbye.
Give my regards to the Stones.
The what?
The Rolling Stones.
Oh, yes. Look, I really must go now, Matthew. I've got a lot of papers to go through, and I've got a meeting in the VIP lounge at Heathrow. Goodbye, Matthew.
Bye. Oh, Uncle Edward.
Yes?
You forgot your cap.